Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen. So, I normally don't do this. I normally don't respond to videos, I just did once. And it was not mostly a response, it was just me analyzing the fucking video of interview between two people, but this was kind of gonna be a mostly direct response to a video because, well, I'm kind of getting pissed off. So, right now you may be noticing that I'm doing a very negative coverage from Ghost Recon Breaking Point. And the thing is going just downhill. I don't know if this video gonna be coming first or the class system video gonna be coming first. No matter what, both of the videos or all the three videos that I made into now are negative. There are three other videos coming on the pipeline. They're all negative too. I'm gonna be trying to be more concise on the next three videos about the problems that I raise, but this time is just like the salt level is just going haywire. And one of the things that are really kind of pissing me off a little is Ubisoft nailed one thing. Ubisoft fucking nailed their hype machine. Holy fucking shit. How the hell can we be so fucking stupid? Because each and every time we fucking believe it, Ubisoft, and each and every time they fucking bend us and fucking fuck us. Look, The Division is a okay game. I'm still enjoying, but it started pulling up like the bad sides already. The fact that I didn't enjoy anything from the new content, the fact that the RNG on that fucking thing is so broken, then it's impossible. And literally, the end game is a grind fest of bullshit because I can pass 6 days playing the game, like 1 or 2 hours per day, and didn't get one fucking like upgrade to any of my builds. But right now, what really starts pissing me off is the community is like, fuck! Everything is fucking roses and unicorns and cotton candy and whatever. And Breaking Point is coming and there is fucking problems and everyone is just glossing fucking over. Thinking this thing is great, again, just roses and fucking unicorns. Channels who kinda supposed to do the, hey, even if the game looks good, but here are this and this and this problems, this and this things are not talking. They just literally just gloss over or talk like for 5 fucking seconds about it. Uh, and one thing, a lot of people got flown in to play the Breaking Point game. And I remember the only guy who kind of got the balls to say something interesting about it was Terramons, and was not. I cannot say the balls about it, but the guy literally was the only person who said how much time they got hands-on gameplay. People got 15 fucking minutes of hands-on gameplay. Mate, you cannot formulate an opinion about a game in 15 fucking minutes. But yeah, this video came, and it was like, I was okay, I'm thinking, fuck, it doesn't matter. Let's just watch and see if he raised some concern. But in the end, no. It's just a fucking hype machine. And it's fucking pissed me off because everyone is already on the hype machine. And you go and see on comment sections on Twitter, on everything, everyone is complaining. Except the people who's supposed to be like the face of the community, aka those YouTubers and fucking people like that, who should be raising concerns about those games, or not. Fuck! I remember when Ghost Recon Wildlands were coming and Big Fry TV was fucking shit on the game because it didn't came with PvP. I need to watch Big Fry TV right now. After I finish recording this video, I'm gonna watch and see if he does anything. If he did a video raising concerns about this game. But yeah, now we're gonna cut just the audio part and I'm gonna be watching the video with you. Holy fucking shit, I hate to do kind of reactions or bullshit like that. Said the guy who did reaction for every fucking XCOM video they launch. Yeah, okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the video. It's 9 minutes point 27. Oh god, I kinda hate doing this type of thing, but as I said on the fucking intro, I need this fucking uncontrollable hype machine from games is starting to get me pissed off. Nobody's seeing the problems on games, for fuck's sake.
Hey guys, Taylor here, and today I'm bringing you a video based on a game that I'm actually really looking forward to, and that game is Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
I was excited too, until they literally shit on the franchise. Because, well, fuck if I know.
In today's video, I'm going to go over everything we currently know about the next game in the Ghost Recon franchise. Ever since the reveal of Ghost...
Everything we know. The game gonna fucking suck if they don't fix some problems. Sorry.
Recon Breakpoint a couple of weeks back, I've been scouring the internet to find any and all information about this game. It's honestly a game that I feel like ticks every box for me. To be fair, if somebody came up to me and said, you have the resources to make any game you want, what is it going to be? I would have probably described Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So with that being said, let's get into it.
Always online tiered loot. No AI on a franchise, then really utilize AI. You're in the wrong track, mate.
And talk about everything we know about Ghost Recon Breakpoint. First up, where is it going to be set? Well, it's going to be set in Aurora, or Aroa. This is the largest island in a fictional archipelago in the Pacific Ocean. And it's not just going to be one island, there's going to be a fair few islands, especially some smaller islands around that main one.
That is what an archipelago means.
Each of those islands will offer unique environments for you to explore. Now, leading on from that, there'll actually be new islands to arrive post-launch, and like I said, with it being set in a fictional archipelago, the possibilities are pretty much endless, so we could see some really cool and interesting environments down the line. But you're not going to be exploring this island on your own. You're certainly not going to be the only person on it. You're going to be...
You're not gonna be the only person on it. You're going to have to bring your friends, because, well, as the developer said, friends are suffer. I'm gonna try to get the clip out of that and place here, and I'm going to be trying my hard to play some clips, then kind of change some things here.
Be fighting Skeld Tech. Now, this is a huge technology company that has ridiculously advanced drones, as well as all sorts of equipment that's going to make your life on the Aurora Islands extremely difficult. The main villain is actually somebody you're probably going to know a lot about already, especially if you've watched things like The Walking Dead or the Netflix series The Punisher. Of course, I'm speaking about the actor John Bernthal. In Ghost Recon, he goes by the name of Cole D. Walker. He's an ex-Ghost and one that you've actually worked closely with in the past. Cole D. Walker has now gone rogue, along with several other former Ghosts, and they've actually created a new group called the Wolves. And these are the people that have taken over the whole island and the island's security, and they have plans for Skeld Tech that aren't exactly friendly plans. So
we don't know.
From the backstory and the setting of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, let's get into some of the features within the game. So first up, there's going to be some tiered loot, kind of similar to how the Division does loot. You're going to be able to find loot all across these islands. You can find this loot in chests as well as drops from enemy bosses. The tiered loot though will not have an effect on the damage like it does in the Division. So there will be different rarities of loot, but for example, weapon damage won't vary depending on rarity. Now, I know a lot of hardcore Ghost Recon fans aren't a huge fan of this, but I'm not sure whether that's because they feel it's going to be too RPG-like, and I can fully respect that. But I think the way they're doing it, so like I said, for example, damage doesn't vary on the rarity of the loot, I think this is a sensible and safe way for doing it. So it kind of adds the RPG aspect, but not too much. And
let me counter that fucking thing. Does the loot tier gonna affect the rate of fire? it's going to affect the number of bullets you have in your magazine, the recoil. Anything like that change your DPS. If there is more bullets on your magazine, for fuck's sake, why they're doing that, not utilizing attachments, so probably the gunsmith gonna be blown out to oblivion. So in the end, if they are placing guns who are in a higher tier with more guns with a higher tier have more bullets under the magazine, you're going to reload less. So your DPS, the amount of time that you're gonna be placing damage, will be higher. Rate of fire, same thing. Reload speed, same fucking thing. So yeah, you are wrong when you say does not affect damage. Not affecting the damage number is a thing, not affecting the overall damage is another thing. See? This is fucking Ubisoft marketing machine shoving dicks on our butts and the YouTube community swallowing like bitches.
Personally, I'm a big fan of this and I'm really looking forward to it. We don't actually have any videos or images of how the tiered loot looks or how it works. We are just going to have to wait until E3 until we hear a little bit more about it.
So, I agree, we don't know, so both of us can be talking out of our asses. So isn't it a better idea to simply say, right now, Ghost Recon has a tier loot system. This can go wrong simply because it deviates from the main points of the game. Or, it's better to say then it could be a new feature that will go beyond and make the game better. I couldn't even say that with a fucking straight face, but fuck, whatever.
Receiving damage is going to work completely different to how it did in Wildlands.
Let me just go a little bit before because he jumps to another point a little bit faster.
Hear a little bit more about it. Receiving damage is going to work completely different to how it did in Wildlands. So you're not really going to have a health bar per se, but it's very similar to how Far Cry has done it in previous games. You'll sustain injuries and you'll have to then bandage those injuries as well as pull out bullets and whatnot.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Let me go back. We can see. I can point out. I'm gonna again try to find the clip on the Q&A. But yeah, that's not what it really is. So the developer said, and oh fuck, I should have that. The developer said one thing. I don't know if you're seeing my cursor, but if you are, you have the bandage here. The bandage is gonna go for wounds, the tier wound damage. So you're gonna have a health bar. Until you hit a threshold of the tier wounded stuff, you're gonna use the syringe to heal your health bar. Your health bar is that white stuff. Bro, I don't know if is the white stuff because that seems to be your the word miss, but your sprint fucking measure, your fatigue or something like that. And look, here's the thing that I almost was trying to find, but I was too retarded today to find. Yes, Nomad is working with the breaching kit, has an unlock, and look at that. I wish we could see the same wheel for any of the other characters. If here we had the smoke bomb for the Panther class, the rocket launcher for the mate with the rocket launcher, and the ammunitions for the sharpshooter, this main breaching kit only usable for your assault class. Suck a dick if you're not gonna be playing with it.
How the wound tiers work?
Yes, well, there's multiple tiers of wounds or injuries that you can get. And essentially, on the first tier, well, first of all, there's injuries and health damage. But let's talk about injuries first. So your first tier of injury gets your ghost limping occasionally, and he gets his stamina reduced. Second tier, your ghost limps heavily and starts bleeding, and the aiming is going to start to become really difficult. On the third tier, your ghost essentially stops running altogether and is stumbling and limping, and he's doing all that with only his handgun to protect himself.
So how do you heal up? How do you get your ghost back into fighting shape?
Well, you can pick up items in the game, and for example, injuries, well, you'll heal yourself through bandages. And for anything that has to do with health damages, you'll use the syringe.
Those injuries, as well as pull out bullets and whatnot. Whilst you are injured though, it's going to affect your movement speed, so you'll start limping, hobbling along the ground, as well as your aim will drastically be off. So you're going to want to hunker down, repair yourself, take that bullet out, bandage up that big gash on your arm, and then get back into the fight. And one way to receive less damage is going in stealth, and there's a whole list of ways stealth can aid you in your missions on the islands of Aroa. You'll be able to camouflage yourself this time within the environment, so you can roll around in mud and lay still until the patrol passes. You can move bodies that you've just taken out so other enemies aren't alerted, and you can even use some close combat takedowns. And honestly, these look so sick. There's one takedown in particular that I hope I get to try out soon, and that's with a karambit knife. It just looks incredible, and the movement and flow, honestly, it just looked so good.
It's not just, let me go a little bit forward because it does do the point and I want to make better. Here. I did this point on my class video and I want to do that, so yes, this is SMG. If you see my class video, you're kind of gonna know where I'm coming from. She's using an SMG, and the fact that she doesn't have any other weapon on her backpack kinda probably maybe saying the game is gonna limit you to a similar type of loadout from Ghost War.
So yeah, really looking forward to the takedowns, and I think the stealth system in this game is definitely a huge improvement to the last Ghost Recon game. Talking of stealth, and especially during missions, you're going to be able to choose the time of day to take on your missions. So for example, some missions may benefit from the light during midday, and other missions might benefit from you going in the early hours of the morning in the dead of night. But hey, you're going to have this choice. You could, if you wanted, play them all during the night time, or even give yourself a challenge and play everything during the daytime. As well as choosing the time of day for the mission,
This is all useless information.
also going to be more than one way to enter a mission. So for example, we saw a cool new feature in the gameplay walkthrough, and that is breaching a fence. You're now going to be
If
able
you
to cut a
choose
hole
the
in
right class.
and enter a compound, rather than walking all the way around until you find an entrance and then end up getting spotted by an enemy. But yeah, how on earth are we going to be able to control the time of day in Ghost Recon Breakpoint? Well, this is where bivouacs come in. These can be found all across Aurora, and you
Wow.
can pretty much set up a temporary camp where you can rest up, so this is where you can choose which time of day it is. This is where you can also change your class, as well as create bandages, rations, and all sorts to help you on your way through the game. And as small as this sounds, this is something I'm really looking forward to. Once you've just been through a huge heavy compound, surely there's nothing better to do than make a little tent in the forest and just sit down with your friends. Speaking of
course, there's nothing more cool than sit down, just choose what items you're gonna go, and literally wait your friend go to the bathroom and stuff like that, because is that what gonna be? If you're talking about going with your on an immersion level, you're not gonna do it because there's no conversation between AI partners, because as he gonna say right now,
friends, you can either play this with 3 other friends in a 4-player co-op, or you can just play it solo. And unlike Ghost Recon Wildlands, you are actually going to be solo. There will not
wrong. It's not like unlike Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's like Ghost Recon franchise. Get your fucking information right.
be any AI to make up your group of 4. Now, the big thing in games like this is character customization, making your
No, the big thing on games like this is your AI partners, because we are playing a Ghost Recon game, a fucking team, fucking AI at the single player point, squad based tactical shooter.
character your own, and you're going to be able to do that again in this one. You'll be able to choose your ghost's gender, as well as hundreds of character customization options, so no two ghosts will ever look the same.
Oh, I fucking wait to see how much Ubisoft are gonna rack up the fucking microtransactions under this bullshit, because if there is anything like The Division, who literally, you can't, not gonna lie, I'm not seeing a fucking, like, drop on the fucking ground from the backpacks and stuff there was in the beginning of the Division 2 game. I didn't got a drop of one single cosmetic item. But now I only get from the apparel keys, then you get like one each 5 or 6 levels, because apparel keys are fucking a nightmare. And let's remind, then a guy got banned from Discord for complaining about the lack of free customization items, forcing into microtransaction, and the moderator on Discord banned the guy for life and said to him, "Go get a fucking job."
Speaking of ghosts and their character creation options, there's going to be a class system in Breakpoint. There's going to be 4 classes to choose from at launch. We only know of 2 at the moment, that's being Panther and Sharpshooter. Panther is a fast-moving, stealth-like class, and the Sharpshooter, well, it's in the name pretty much, and this is the one you'll want to play for all of your long-range needs.
When you provoke me, it doesn't matter how powerful you are, I will burn your world to the ground.
PvP will be within the game at launch. Unlike Wildlands, where PvP was an
But hey, I know.
post-launch, Breakpoint will have it at launch, and your progression from PvE will actually sync with PvP. Now again, we don't have too many details on how this is going to work, so
let me go out of my way and say it's not gonna work.
fortunately, we'll have to wait for E3 or Gamescom to get a little bit more info on how that system is going to work. But it
Less than
definitely is
30
an
days from
interesting
E3, I think.
Speaking of interesting additions, Ghost Recon Breakpoint is going to be the first Ghost Recon game to include raids.
Why you are talking like this is a good fucking thing? Look, think with me now here. What's the reason you go for a raid? Cosmetic bullshit? A motorcycle under my window? Or loot? If loot not gonna be intrinsic for the gameplay, why the fuck you gonna be doing? If it does not gonna change, if it does not gonna do anything. So yeah, that's the problem.
Now unfortunately this won't be at launch, again this is a post-launch edition, but it definitely looks cool. It's apparently gonna involve an active volcano. So yeah, I certainly can't wait to jump into this raid. Let me know what you think about it. And last but not least, we just as well speak about the release date. It will launch on October the 4th or earlier, depending on...
October the 4th if you buy the standard game. If you buy the silver edition or gold edition, I'm talking about digital thing, you get on the 1st of October and you get the season pass for year 1. Remember that, it's not a season pass for all the DLC, it's the year 1 season pass. And you got the mission, and you get on the 1st of October. If you buy the Ultimate Edition, you get 2 customizations with a weapon, some skins, vehicles, and stuff like that. And the Ultimate Edition, these are the 2 ones who give you 3 days early access for the game. So remember that, because it could be a good idea of him to say that.
The edition you purchase. But yeah, there we have it guys, pretty much everything we know about Ghost Recon Breakpoint. This is a game, like I've already said, I'm really looking forward to. Let me know what you think about this game down in the comments, and if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like.
since there is gameplay on the fucking thing, I'm gonna let it go. Let me talk a little bit about this. Look, I don't have anything against the guy. Even I can be excited about games. For fuck's sake, I made a video about being excited about games. Not only that, but I sucked the balls of Ubisoft on The Division 2. But even on that, I literally said, and I still have reservations about The Division 2. Even said, and I would, for the people who were thinking about buying the game, I said, wait to buy until the patch. At that moment was the first title-based patch. And for that moment, the next time I said, then I will had my reservations about the game. Still have. And no matter what video I did, no matter how many times I talk, I always raise the concerns that I have with the game. I always raise the problems this game can have. I always gonna raise the flaws the game have. I'm not gonna fluff that shit out saying it's a great addition for the game, because this is disingenuous with you, the guy who is watching, or girl who is watching this video. It's bullshit. It make you look like a fucking chill for Ubisoft. I'm start to getting pissed off over the hype machine, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm start to believing that 21 kilotons was right when he literally blamed the community for the fail of the Division 2 is arriving, because yeah, he kind of shows some stats that was, I looked for myself and it kind of was right. Ubisoft player base, the Division 2 player base is kind of going down. They literally said they were doing that to some things, for example, upping the number of the lower the number of the brackets on the Division 2 Dark Zone, simply so players could to incentivize a more competitive style. But it's really probably because the player base is going down. I don't know, but right now, Conspiracy Furious on, like the tinfoil hat on, I think matchmake for the raid was not existent because they didn't fucking believe the matchmake would be a thing. Because yeah. And while that all happened, people are only sucking the balls of the game. I made all my videos. If you take, for example, the first video, the quick look at the Division, and the video when I said in PvP was breaking the Division, and any other video that I mentioned the Division, all of my cover is literally going in the same way. It's always going downhill, and I'm always pointing more and more and more and more and more reservations about the game. And Breaking Point is the same. Everyone is literally sucking the dick of Ubisoft, telling how great this fucking thing are, and not even mentioning the problems. And as I showed here, even when there is things the developers show, there is different people gloss over because they are too excited. Well, so ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of it. I don't know if I should, would, or need to do this video, but I kind of think it was a necessity right now. Yeah, fuck, why not? I did this video, it was a kind of a response for everything we know about Ghost Recon Breaking and everyone please, let's start to be, if you're a channel who have a viewer base, start to pointing out the problems of the games too. It's kind of better, not only go in a hype train, you kind of start to losing credibility too. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. See you on the fucking next video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This was the video. If you enjoyed, leave it a like. If you didn't, leave it a dislike. If you have anything to say, please leave a comment. And if you want to see what the hell is gonna be coming next on this mess, subscribe. And see you guys on the next episode.